Okay, so if you're planning a trip to Japan, you're probably already thinking about how you're going to stay connected while you're there. I mean, imagine landing in Japan and realizing your phone isn't working. You can't figure out where to go, book a ride, or even let your family or friends know you've arrived. Now, I actually started using Saily eSIM because I didn't want to stress about overpaying for a SIM card at the airport or wasting time trying to find one in the city. With Saily though, I could just set it up on my phone before I left, and once I landed, I knew I'd be connected. It made everything so much easier, finding places to eat, getting around, and staying in touch with family and friends. So today, I'm going to walk you through my thoughts on Saily eSIM, how it works, what makes it great for traveling, their plans and pricing, and even a few things that could be better. By the end, you'll know if it's something worth trying for your next trip to Japan. And if you want to try it out, you can use my discount code GVUTech at checkout for a 15% off discount when you download the Saily app or visit their website. And so without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so if you don't know much about Saily, it's an eSIM service powered by Nord Security, the same company behind one of the world's most popular digital privacy tools, NordVPN, and it allows travelers in over 200 countries to connect to the internet easily. Plus, it also focuses on keeping your data private and secure with features like ad blockers, web protection, and virtual location routing. Saily also helps block trackers, stop annoying ads, and protect you from malicious websites. Now, getting set up with Saily eSIM couldn't be easier. First, you just download the Saily app, which works on both iOS and Android devices. From there, you can look through different data plans depending on how long you're staying, or how much data you think you'll need, whether it's a quick weekend in Tokyo or a longer adventure through Japan. Saily has options that fit your needs. Once you pick a plan, the app walks you through the setup step by step. It's super quick, and what's great is that you only need to install the eSIM once, so even if you decide to travel again either back to Japan or somewhere else that Saily supports, you won't need to reinstall anything. You just open the app, choose a new plan, and that's it. And after you land, it'll automatically connect to the best local network, so you're connected right when you land. You don't have to set anything up again or deal with any extra steps. It just works. And if your phone supports 5G, you'll be able to get those speeds too, depending on the area. That said, in terms of the pricing, Saily has different plans to fit different needs, and is super affordable, especially compared to what you'd pay in roaming fees or buying a SIM card at the airport. If you're going on a short trip, and just need enough data for maps, messages, and light browsing, there is a 1 GB plan that lasts for 7 days and costs just under $4. If you're staying longer, there's a 3 GB plan for around $8 and a 5 GB plan for about $11, which are both valid for 30 days. Now, if you plan to stream, post on social media, or use your phone a lot more, there's a 10 GB plan for just under $18. And for heavier users, the 20 GB plan is a great choice. It's around $25 and is also valid for 30 days. But if you don't want to think about running out of data at all, there is an unlimited plan for just under $50 that lasts for 15 days. It gives you 5 GB of high-speed data every day, and after that it slows down a bit. But it resets each day, so you're still connected no matter what. And like I mentioned earlier, if you want to try it out, you can use my discount code GVUTech at checkout when you download the Saily app or visit their website. It'll get you 15% off, which makes these already low prices even cheaper. Now, one of the things I love most about using Saily is just how simple it is. I've used it on multiple trips, some longer ones and a few shorter trips, and every time the setup was super quick. Like, I just downloaded the app, picked my plan, followed the steps to install the eSIM, and that was it. No messing with tiny SIM cards, no needing that little tray opener, which I always lose. I used to try and use the back of my earrings, but I ended up breaking them more than once. So this is a huge relief. The entire thing is digital, so you're not removing or swapping anything out of your phone. You don't have to worry about losing your physical SIM card or carrying extra pieces around. Everything just stays on your phone, which I personally really appreciated, especially while traveling. Now, when it comes to actually using it, Saily worked really well for me. Whether I was browsing, uploading photos, scrolling social media, or just using Google Maps to get around, the connection stayed strong the entire time, even in less central areas. I didn't have issues with speed or anything dropping out. It definitely saved me from having to search around for Wi-Fi or stress about using public networks. And one thing that really stood out to me is that Saily isn't just about giving you data. It also helps protect your privacy. There's a built-in ad blocker that stops all those annoying pop-ups from loading, and it even helps your data last longer because those ads eat up more than you'd think. They also have web protection that blocks shady websites and helps keep your information safe, which is very helpful if you're using public Wi-Fi at airports or cafes. And their virtual location feature gives you an extra layer of privacy by masking your real location, which came in handy a couple of times when I was trying to use certain apps that only work back at home. Another thing I liked is how easy it is to manage your data. The app gives you a little alert when you've used up about 80% of your plan, and topping up is really simple. You just do it inside the app and it takes like a minute. No weird steps, no logging in through a browser, nothing confusing. I also have to mention their customer support. It's available 24/7, and when I had a quick question about extending my plan, they responded within a couple of minutes and were super helpful. So that made me feel even more confident using the service, especially while being so far away from home. That said, while Saily is very useful, like just about every product or service, or really just about anything, it's not perfect. For example, Saily is a data-only eSIM, which means it doesn't support traditional phone calls or SMS texting. So if you need to make calls or send messages, you'll have to use apps like WhatsApp, FaceTime, Telegram, or any other internet-based service. But let's be real, that's how most of us communicate anyway, so for most people, this isn't really a big deal. Also, before you buy a plan, it's a good idea to check if your phone supports eSIM. Most newer smartphones do, but just in case, Saily offers a full refund if it turns out that your device isn't compatible. Alright, so to wrap everything up, if you're heading to Japan and want an easy, affordable way to stay connected without dealing with SIM cards, airport kiosks, or crazy roaming charges, I honestly think Saily is worth checking out. It's super quick to set up, the app is easy to use, and the connection stayed reliable the entire time I was traveling. I didn't have to worry about finding Wi-Fi or losing service when I needed it most. And on top of just keeping you connected, it's great knowing your privacy is being looked after with features like an ad blocker and web protection. Anyway, that'll be all for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe for more. And just as a reminder, if you're thinking about trying Saily out, I've got an exclusive 15% discount for you. Just use the code GVUTech at checkout when downloading the Saily app or visiting Saily's website. Of course, if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. Other than that, thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.